Hello. So, four things that you will never regret once you implement them. I, once implementing all of these things consistently, has truly changed my life. Okay. So, I'm hoping that my passion for this episode and just, yeah, what I'm going to bring is going to inspire you guys to take some action because I want to see you guys do good. I want to see you guys be superhuman out there. Okay. So, the first one, I'm going to get straight into it, is going to be a lift. Now, I'm not talking about a elevator because in South Africa it's often referred to as such, but I'm actually talking about weightlifting, weight training. And what weight training is going to do is going to increase your muscle mass and your strength. As women, both men and women, you do lose muscle mass over time as you age, of course, but women we tend to lose muscle mass faster. And that's going to decrease in your strength and it's going to increase your risk, I would say, of falls and fractures and just injuries in general. And so I don't want that for you guys. I'm sure you don't want that for you as well. Weight training is going to really help counteract this loss by building the necessary muscle you need and by improving your overall strength. Okay? That physical strength that's going to come from the resistance training, it's going to also translate to more confidence and it's going to increase your feelings, I would say, of self worth. Because going to the gym is not easy. Okay? We would all much rather just be little piggies on the couch, eating our favorite food and watching our favorite TV shows for the rest of my life. That's at least what I want to do. But going to the gym is hard. Okay? Rock hard. It is one of the most difficult things you can do when you don't want to do it. And once you achieve that, once you go to the gym and you finish your session, you just feel like a badass. That is what's going to give you self worth. Because you are worthy. We're all worthy. Some of us forget sometimes, but you are worthy. Don't forget about that. Okay, so show up for yourself. Go lift some weights. Go do some heavy weights. Take on Arnold and Ronnie Coleman. Um, if you don't want to start with like, if you're too intimidated, I would say to start with, the weights in the gym. You can start with body weights, push-ups, squats. Um, Pull-ups is a bit more difficult, but you can do alternatives. You can just Google what are the alternatives because I can say it, but I'm sure you're still gonna need a picture in your mind. So just Google alternatives to push-ups, to pull-ups, sorry, and implement those first. Once you get comfortable with that, once you're getting nice and strong, once you can do it without breaking a sweat, then move on to lighter weights, and then increase your weight after that. That is going to definitely enhance your physical performance, I would say. Okay, strength, power, endurance are all going to be improved with weightlifting, and that is going to enhance your physical performance throughout the day for whatever strength you might need, just to perform at your best, also. Because sometimes people be testing you, and so the mental strength that's going to also come from weightlifting, it's never going to be a bad idea. Okay, to constrain yourself, the strength to hold yourself back. Do that. I want you to feel good about yourself. The second one is going to be a walk. Now, a walk, I don't even have to, I'm sure everybody walks. For those of you that are in wheelchairs, you can still do some version of a stroll in your wheelchair, but that is going to just enhance your mood. Okay, it's going to release endorphins, it's going to boost your mood, it's going to reduce your stress. And for those of you that's been going through a bit of mild depression, for those of you that's been having a little bit of mental breakdowns, it's going to alleviate that. So go for a walk. Your life is not shit. Your life is not over. You just need a walk. Okay? It's going to improve your sleep as well. So regular exercise, including walking, of course, it's going to regulate your sleep patterns and it's going to improve your quality of sleep. Now, the amount of hours you get from sleep doesn't necessarily equate to quality sleep. So I can sleep for 7 to 8 hours, but did I wake up to go to the bathroom in between? Did I wake up feeling anxious, which I usually do? I sometimes just wake up out of nowhere. I have no idea where this comes from, and I just worry about the future. I worry about my parents dying. Like, The fuck? They're going to die eventually, but why am I worrying about this now? It's weird. Weird stuff will just come up to me and I would start worrying. And I don't want that, okay? So I try and implement as many walks as I can during the day. And I used to start with music because I couldn't be alone with my thoughts at first to just walk and think about the fucked up thoughts. So I used headphones and I listened to music, but eventually I got off of it. And I would definitely recommend you guys also that hasn't gone for walks. Start with music and then eventually over time you can start with like half your walks with music and then half of your walks without them. It's just such a cheat. It's like a hack, but it's like readily available for everybody to know. So give that a go. It's going to increase your energy levels, which is going to combat fatigue and just, yeah, improve your overall well being. Okay? Your cognitive function as well. That declines as we age. So, stretching or working that muscle, I would say, is going to improve your memory, it's going to improve your focus, it's going to make you a better human overall. And like I said, if you struggle with stress and anxiety and just feeling out of place from time to time, which we all do, it's gonna be like a natural way to reduce those feelings. A walk. Some people, when they get into fits of anger, they go for a walk, and that shit helps. It actually does help. I don't know if God intervenes somewhere along in the walk, but it helps. So do that. Okay, you can meditate on your walk as well. I like doing that. Sometimes I struggle to sit down for 10 minutes alone and just 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever, and just think about things. But I like doing breath work on my walks. So I would focus on my breathing or do certain breathing techniques while I'm walking. It does help. And I feel calmer afterwards. Just feel like a better person. Like I can take on the day. It's like a shot of espresso. Or is it espresso? I don't know. Espresso, um, but in a walk slash breath work form. Give it a go. You will not regret it. And then the third step is going to be a healthy meal. Now, this is also going to increase your energy and, of course, your focus because a balanced meal is going to provide your body with the nutrients it needs to function optimally. Okay? Which is going to in turn lead to more energy and obviously improved concentration. It's going to improve your mood. So, definitely positively impact your mental health, which is going to reduce like those symptoms of anxiety and depression. Once I started eating real food, I started feeling like a real person. If I overdo it on the junk, I start feeling like junk. It's simple math. Your dog can do this. It's not that difficult to figure out that the food you're eating it definitely impacts your mood in some way. I don't need to even go too much into that. I'm sure you guys know this already. And so it's going to strengthen your immune system as well. So that balanced diet, that the nutrients your body just got, it's going to fight off infections and illnesses. Okay, it's going to be like Mike Tyson, or let me not use Mike Tyson because he really just lost to Logan Paul. We're not going to go there. But it's going to be like Conor McGregor versus your 6-year-old brother. Okay, but you need to do these things consistently. I like to think of it as the 80-20 rule. So 80% whole foods, fruits, vegetables, whatever you want to eat during the day or during the week, right? As long as it's whole foods. And then 20% of the time you can have whatever you want. You can have the ice cream, the pizza, the burger, the fries, whatever. Because I would highly, highly recommend you guys have a social life. Go out with friends, family, just try new things, try new foods. And that's where that 20% is going to come in to play. I'm not going to be the person that meal preps my meals, my lean beef mince, my broccoli, my rice, whatever, and then like just, whip it out in the restaurant on the table slam it onto the table like it's a gun. No, we don't want to do that. We want to actually have fun. Okay, we want to experience life. So the 80/20 rule really gives a bit of room to have some of the quote unquote junk, I would say, but while still maintaining a healthier life. Because I'm sure that a lot of people that I speak to also, they tell me that they want to live a long life. But like, what good is a long life if you are struggling? You know, if you're just using so many crutches, both mentally and physically. I mean, I always say that if I get to the age where I need an adult diaper, then just shoot me. Like it's okay. I don't mind. Throw a pillow over my head. It's okay. I'm trying to take care of my body right now in the earlier stages. Okay, taking care of it now so that it can take care of me in the later stages. And I think that yeah, just implementing healthier eating habits contributes to that longer and healthier life. Um, and I want that, guys. I want that for you guys. I want you guys to have a long, healthy life, not just a long life, because like I said, a long life isn't gonna equate to a happy, healthier one. So yeah. And then the last one is gonna be quality sleep. This is gonna improve your memory and your learning, especially deep sleep. I would say, like that quality sleep. It's just gonna help store information that you learn during the day appropriately. Okay, so definitely increases your focus and your concentration. So your attention span and the ability to concentrate. It's all gonna lead to a better performance if you have a good night's sleep. We all know when we've had just a shitty night of sleep, your concentration, your willingness to be part of the day is not quite there. And so I definitely could have had some more insight. I could have been educated much better on the benefits of having a good night's sleep and the cons of not. Because in college, I used to just do my own thing. Everybody needs a certain amount of hours of sleep to function optimally. I think mine is between 7 and 8. Say 7.5 hours is like the sweet spot, but I definitely abused my sleep in the past. And so I know how that feels, you know, to be functioning during the day while you had 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I know what that feels like. And I know today what it feels like to have 7 to 8 hours of sleep. New parents, I don't know what to tell you. You're just gonna have to thug it out for the first 2 3 years. Having a child is not for the uh, weak-hearted, I would say. And so I don't really have any advice for you guys. If you're listening to this, you're cooked. You can just turn this off, or you can implement the other steps that I spoke about. But can't really help you with it's pertaining to sleep. I've never had a child before, so I really don't know what to tell you. But for those of you that have the control over their sleep, please use it, okay? Because there are parents out there that can't. And obviously, sleep is gonna regulate that, like your brain chemicals that is associated with mood. I would say such as serotonin and dopamine. So just promoting your overall emotional well-being. Okay, it's gonna reduce that stress and anxiety, and promote generous levels of well-being. And then if you're working out, if you do decide to implement the weightlifting, sleep is gonna repair your muscle. Okay, recovery, muscle repair is just as important as building the muscle. And a quick hack for that is going to be a good night's sleep, especially coming from your weightlifting sessions. So I want you guys to give this a go. It's definitely changed my life, these 4 steps. It's like so simple. It's not easy, but it is simple. Okay, it's going to take a lot of willpower, a lot of effort on your end. But I believe that once you do hit the sweet spot, the 80%, once you consistently do this, it's gonna change your life. That's what I want for you guys. So yeah, thank you for listening to this one, and I'll see you in the next one.